Previously.
I did not do this.
He has no idea I put those blueprints in his briefcase.
I want justice just like you do.
Why should I believe you? Why should I believe anything that you say?
Because I am in love with your mother.
What if Paul's innocent? I had this feeling that maybe Chaz was involved.
I get that your dad let your mum down.
I don't think he's telling the truth.
I think you need to give your father a bit more credit.
So how was your meeting?
Mitch came. He was just lovely with Trace. He's incredibly supportive. I just don't know why you don't like him.
His real name is Walter Mitchell. As in your Uncle Walter.
And is it him? Is it really him?
Yes, sweetie. This is not another Dave situation. This is really your uncle. I've done background checks. I had Stoney check up on him and...
Yeah, everybody knew about this but me.
And I would have told you if he was clean. But he's not, and I couldn't risk him coming in and taking advantage of you, not after what happened with Dave.
I want to talk to him.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, please give me the phone. Hey!
No.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Okay, just being a blood relative shouldn't give him instant access. He's not a good guy.
What? Because he has an addiction problem?
No, okay, you know the $5,000 that I gave to charity?
Yes.
Well, I gave that to him. And he has just blown it.
Well, since when is giving money to a person with an addiction problem ever a good thing, Jared?
Honey, I gave it to him so that he could go to rehab and clean himself up, but he just spent the lot.
On alcohol, yeah? What a surprise.
Yeah, I don't think having a struggling alcoholic around while you've just got so much on your plate is a good idea.
So you don't think I can handle myself? Is that what you're saying now?
I just don't think that you need to take on any more.
Well, that's up to me. Yeah, you should have told me.
I'm sorry, but I thought I was doing the right thing.
Well, you know, he's my family. Yeah? You made the wrong decision, so give me the phone.
We always seem to be breaking the rules.
Who cares? I'm really glad I ran into you tonight. Kindred spirit.
Yeah, likewise.
Sorry. Sorry. What? Do you mind if I get this?
No, please go for it.
Hello. Yeah. Well, yeah, I could be there in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm not far away. Okay. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.
Welcome call, I take it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how offended would you be if I said I had to go?
20. I'll never recover from this. No, it's fine, go.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Absolutely.
Well, I really hope we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, I hope so too.
See ya.
Bye.
So you know.
Yeah, I told her. I had to. You said you were leaving town.
I couldn't.
Are you really, Walter?
Look, I heard about Dave's little stunt, and I can only imagine how dreadful you feel.
You're not great.
When I met him, I had no idea he was going to do that, but I am Walter Mitchell, John Mitchell's brother.
I want to believe you.
Hold on. You took your first steps in the garden and you squealed so loudly with delight that you scared your mum. Your first word was more. You were scared of dogs.
Really?
There was a 6-month period where you'd only eat orange things. Do you remember that? You don't? Well, you must remember singing into your hairbrush while I played the guitar.
Vaguely, yes.
I made you some monster spray because you were frightened of the dark.
I do remember that.
You do?
Yes. And it worked.
it's life that makes us lack faith, but children believe.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to fly.
Has something come up?
Therese wants me to pop over.
Oh, okay. See you later then.
Why don't you choose what we cook and I'll be your sous chef.
That doesn't bother you, him just running off to see Therese like that?
No.
Suppose if anything was going to happen, he'd tell you, right?
Yeah.
How about I make us something to eat? Oh, look, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm not hungry.
Mum, please, I'm really worried about you. I mean, I just wish there was something I could do to help you.
Sweetheart, I'm fine. Really, you've got nothing to worry about.
No.
Sweetheart, your dad and I need to talk.
Okay.
I'll just be in the kitchen. In private.
Okay. I'll just get something to eat at Harold's. Sorry about that.
Well, I want to make amends, make up for lost time. I know I'm a stranger in your life. I'm worse than a stranger. I've been completely absent.
So what have you been doing all these years?
Partied a lot and, lived the rock and roll lifestyle.
And it never occurred to you to call or to send a postcard or anything?
Look, your mum and dad didn't think that I was a very stable influence on you and Jade. All the coming and going, the life of a vagabond.
But they died.
Yeah,
Over 20 years ago.
yeah. And that devastated me in ways that I could not have imagined.
And yet you let me go on today about it and you didn't even say anything to me.
No, I'm so sorry for everything. But I'd love to be part of your life, if you let me.
I can't believe I went out of my way to incriminate Paul, and now I wish I hadn't done it.
What, you're not doubting his guilt?
No. Look, I don't know.
Look, I don't want to ask this, but have you been drinking?
Please don't ask me that. You don't want to know the answer. I just feel so not okay.
It happens to all of us from time to time.
I mean, I kissed a relative stranger earlier tonight. Can you believe that? I don't know what came over me.
The guilt of bribing Cecilia must be getting to you.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe I did it, but it just had to be done.
Yeah, but at what cost? Okay, maybe you should call Mark and come clean. You can't keep going on like this.
No, I did what I did because the police weren't making progress. Paul took away our baby. And your father, he needs to be punished.
So, Dad came over to see Mum and they wanted to be alone. I mean, which is totally fine, but it made me feel like an intruder or something.
But you'd be happy if they got back together, right?
I don't know, so much has happened. I've got to know them as two separate people. I'm not sure that they're suited.
Bottom line is Dad's always attracted to the person he can't have. It's his pattern.
I just really don't need this right now. They've already screwed everyone around so much already. I missed my best friend's birthday party because of it.
Or maybe you need a distraction, something to keep your mind off it.
I'm way ahead of you. I've started working on my vlog again. The interviews just brought up some things that I want to go into a bit more. I'm starting to think that Paul might not even be guilty.
More tea?
No. Okay, I understand that you want to make amends.
Yeah, I do.
When Mum and Dad died, I needed a family then, and I've got one now. I've got Jared, and I've got Nell, and I've got Callum, and they mean the absolute world to me. And before I had them, I went through a very, very dark time. And I really could have used someone to turn to then. You know, you staying away for so long and then coming back, I get that. I understand that more than most. But Jared asked you to leave. And you still pretended to be someone else, even after everything your mate David done.
That was stupid. I can see that now, and I am so sorry.
Well, yeah, so am I. I have so much going on right now, and I don't want to deal with this.
Right. Right.
Okay, well, will I see you again?
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, well, Jared has my details if ever you want to get in contact. Okay, Supergirl. That's what I used to call you when you were a kid.
I know.
Well, that's what you were, and that's what you are. And I'm really grateful that I at least got to talk to you. So, take care.
You too. Just, I'm gonna get started on the dishes.
Dad's not back yet, but I thought we'd better get started, otherwise we're eating at midnight.
I don't mind getting takeaway if it's too hard cooking.
No, it's all good. I'm warning you, my culinary skills are nowhere near as good as yours.
Well, I better let you concentrate then.
Actually, there is something I want to tell you, but I don't think you're going to like it. I think there's something going on with Therese and Dad. I saw them together the other day.
That's not unusual.
Yeah, except that he was meant to be having a drink with you at the waterhole.
Well, maybe he bumped into her on the way back from the cemetery.
No, I asked him if he saw anyone on the way home. He said no. Lied about it. Even Piper's picking up on the vibe.
Oh, they've been through a lot. They were married a long time, you know.
And now they're separated. So, why spend so much time together? Why get so physical? Constant hugging and touching?
He's just trying to be supportive. It's a good thing. It's admirable.
Or was it admirable when he was sneaking away from Therese to come and see you, what, a couple of months ago?
Hang on, that is not how it happened, Ned.
Okay, but he's got form, you know that. I just think whatever's going on, it's not right. They're hiding something.
Hey. Hi. I was just wondering if I could talk to you about Paul and about the Lasseter's investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, after the interview I did with him, I'm starting to think that maybe he's not responsible for the explosion. Do you think he was framed?
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Poor guy's been desperate to prove he's not responsible, which means finding out who is.
Why would a guilty man do all of this, like go to all of this trouble? Just because Dennis Tomato was in Surfers doesn't mean he didn't do this.
He was under surveillance by the Queensland Police at the time.
What about this Jacker guy?
Jack is black market bad. There's no way he'd be involved in anything like this.
There is someone else who's not on here.
Who?
My ex, Chaz. He flipped out when I broke up with him.
Yeah, I heard he was a bit intense.
Like, after the explosion happened, I remember thinking, like, what if? But then Paul was arrested and there was, like, heaps of evidence against him.
Which Paul says was fabricated to set him up. I think it might be time to revisit your hunch. Be careful, though. He could be dangerous.
Instead of taking it out on the dishes, could we perhaps talk about this?
I just don't even know what I want to say to you, Jared, okay? I do know what I want to say to you.
We've spent a lot of money on counselling, so could we just try to use some of those techniques, please? I'll start. I can see that you're angry. Could we try to narrow it down to what exactly you're angry about?
Yes, okay. I feel betrayed that you decided not to tell me about Walter's attempts to make contact with me.
Okay. And I hear you're upset with how I handled Walter's approach, but I genuinely felt like I had to protect you given everything that has happened, and I am sorry for the hurt that has caused. I am.
Okay, I hear your apology, and I want to forgive you, but I am just so incredibly hurt with the lengths to which you went to keep Walter away from me.
Yeah, and I hear your frustration, I do. But I only did what I did because I love you and I want you to feel safe.
I hear that you were trying to protect me. But the fact that you hid it from me and that you lied, Jared, it just makes me feel a bit angry.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
It's just gonna take me a while to get over this, that's all. It's... Especially since Stefan's stoning you about it, you know?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you'd have your feet up with a glass of wine by now.
Oh, no, Ned had to get some basil, and I'm just setting the table.
I feel bad I had to take off before.
How is Trace?
She's up and down.
Is she upset about anything in particular?
There are a lot of things, if you can imagine.
It's just you've been spending a fair bit of time over there.
Is that upsetting you?
No, it's not upsetting. It's just, I've noticed it, that's all.
Well, she needs my support. She doesn't have anyone else to talk to, and I want to be there for her as a friend. It's hard to predict when she'll need me.
Look, no need to run your timetable by me.
How about that glass of wine?
I thought you and Brad were going to the gym.
He bailed. He had some errands to run.
Oh, sorry.
Are you apologising? You ditched me for a to-do list?
He's got a lot on his mind at the moment.
Is that what you keep telling yourself?
No.
Come on. I'm obviously not the only one feeling ignored here.
I'm not feeling that way. I am starting to read into everything, though. Now that you've put those doubts in my head.
So you doubt him?
I just can't help but feel there is something he's not telling me. I'm sure it's nothing serious, though.
Just something that involves him spending time with his ex-wife.
Maybe it's shared grief. I just don't think they'd be having an affair. He wouldn't do that to me, not after everything we've been through.
You're right. He's probably not cheating. It's probably just an emotional bond. But if I do turn out to be right and you need someone to talk to, just don't be another one of his victims. Too good for that.
So Mitch is a nickname from my surname, Mitchell. In the interest of full disclosure, now that Sonya knows who I really am, I thought that you should too.
Right. Well, thank you, Walter.
You know, I was just so desperate to have Sonya back in my life, you know. I just went about it the wrong way.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes. I'm not going to judge you.
Thank you.
Listen, I just, want to say about last night. I wanted you to know that it's not something that I normally do.
No.
And I guess we just got caught up.
Yeah. Look, I don't know where things are going to go with Sonya, but if she does have me back in her life, I really hope that you and I can continue to help each other.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, well, when I see Sonya, I'll put in a good word for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Roxanne? Well, yes and no. Well, Sonya knows who I am, but I'm not sure if she wants to see me again. No, I haven't told her the whole truth. I mean, that would be too much.
Oops.
Scully.
'cause I will find you unaware on some imaginary plane, talking to someone who was never there.
What if it was him? Do you have any idea how dangerous that makes
Can you
him?
just relax?
Are you crazy? You should call the police, Pipes.
No.
I Bright want us to forget what happened.
And I saw him,
Whoops.
and he saw me seeing him.
You really want to do this? But I wouldn't take a woman like you for granted like he does. Not for a second.